Blessings to the elders of GMS for teaching us this truth. Shalom to all the sincere Akim pushing this word, the sincerity and truth. You know, shalom to the brothers of GMS and the people that follow GMS. Today's topic is gonna be seeing the times that we're in. You know, because we gotta realize the times that we are in, man. This is not no joke, man. The end is near. So it's not a time to party and to have fun and to, you know, do whatever you like. It's a time to occupy in this world, man, in this truth. Not in the world, you know. So read the scripture.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Gone. So if we know, like the scriptures say, the earth is gonna be burnt with fire, it's gonna be dissolved. The second death is gonna be with fire. The first death was with what? With water in the times of Noah. If we see these prophecies coming to pass, World War III is coming, nuclear missiles, every country is preparing their nuclear missiles to shoot at each other. If we know these prophecies are coming to pass, that the earth is gonna be burned up, if we see these things, go on, read.
Verse 11. Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Gone. So if we see these things happening, what kind of person ought ye to be in these times? A person that goes around, you know, looking for women all the time, running, chasing after bitches. A person that goes out to party clubs and stuff, having a worldly life, feel comfortable in this world. Or a person that stays his ass at home, studies the scriptures, look diligently for the truth, occupy in this word, and look for the times that are coming, man. If you see these things are coming to pass, it's not a time to do worldly things, man. It's a time to set yourself straight, man, because Yahawashi is coming, you know. It's not a time to do whatever you like, man. Then you are of the world. Then you are a friend of the world. James 4:4 says, a friend of the world is the enemy of me. Is the enemy of the Most High. You don't want to be one-on-one with the world, man. And if you hang around with the council of the wicked, meaning 2/3, you like to hang around with 2/3, do things with 2/3, chill, hang out, this and that, you know, talk about bullshit. Hey, man, then you know the scriptures say that you also commit that wickedness that they do, man, or where they speak about, you know. So you gotta look at the times that where we are in, man. Read it again.
Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yeah, holy conversation, man. What's a holy conversation? Not a conversation that you talk about, yeah, back in the days we were smoking these blunts, this and that. Or a conversation, yeah, about bitches all the time. Of course we are men. Of course we talk about women. But it's better to think about the times that are coming, man. Hey, did you see the new news feed, breaking news? What happened in Brussels? Did you see that North Korea is threatening America to be blown away, man? And that America is bringing up sanctions against North Korea, you know? Hey, that's friction, man. You gotta talk about those things, not about worldly things, man. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:4. Some of you niggas really don't know what you're doing, man. Even though you're in the truth, you're still not occupied in the scriptures, man.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth.
Gone. The house of the wise is in the heart. The heart of the wise, meaning the heart, is in the Hebrew is la'ab, is mind. The mind of the wise is in the house of mourning. You know, it's a spiritual house. It's you in the house of wanting this world to end, man. Wanting this kingdom to go down. If you're in the house of mirth, you be like, okay, wait. Let Yahawashi, you know, wait for me. I have to go on a vacation first. I have to go, let me see. I have to do some worldly things first before he comes, you know, or before Jacob's trouble starts. That's a state of mind in the house of mirth, man. And also the house of mirth is going out to these clubs and stuff, man. I ain't got time for that shit, man. Buy your drink, buy your bottle, man. Sit your ass at home, because if you go out in the city, the only thing you see is wickedness, man. Hey, the only day I want to see wickedness is the day that I stand on the highways and byways doing the word of Yahawah, baha, sham, man. That's the only day I can stand that shit, man. I don't want to see fucked up sodomites, fucked up, you know, dikes all everywhere around me, man. I can't stand that shit, man. I don't want to see that. That's when you're in the house of mirth, man. That is to be in the house of mourning, man.
God, so it said, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth.
You have the apocrypha?
Yes, please. Which one?
Wisdom of Solomon 18, verse 14. It's the same thing when you talk with the tutor and he says, yeah, but I want to live, you know, I want to live. You don't know if these things are going to happen, but the scriptures say if you see these things happening and you still don't occupy in the scriptures, then you don't, first and foremost, you don't have discipline. If you're busy with other things, you know, you don't have discipline, man. If you know you have to study, if you know you have to be deeper and build the building, because we are building a building to stay strong in this truth, man. Read.
So what's wrong? Wisdom of Solomon
18 and 14. 18 and 14.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 14. For while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the midst of her swift course.
Is that 18?
Chapter 18, verse 14.
Kijk, 18 and 4.
18 and 4 said, for they were worthy to be deprived of light.
Slak, ja. Pak 1 Peter 1 and 10. Ik zoek even deze.
First Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you.
Come on. Search diligently, man. Read it again.
Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you.
Come on. So the prophets that were before us, they searched diligently, man. They searched diligently, man. Hey, if you search diligently, you search hard. You know, you want to see every part of it, man. It's not only, yeah, okay, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. That's it. No, you gotta search diligently, man, for the truth, the breakdowns, the history, the things that happened before, man. You know, That's what you gotta look for. Read it again.
Of which salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of the grace that should come unto you, searching what manner of time the Spirit of Yahawashi, which is in them, signify when it testified beforehand, the sufferings of Yahawashi and the glory that should follow.
Yeah, so what does the word diligent mean? It comes from the word diligent means to observe. To observe the Lord's Supper, diligently preach the gospel. Wait, let me look in the blue letter Bible. Diligently, because this is not no simple thing, man. You gotta go deep. What was it? 1 Peter 1:10.
1:10.
It's not no simple thing, man. People think the only way to salvation is to know you're a Hebrew Israelite, and that's it. That's a worldly spirit that you have there, man. To search out, search anxiously and diligently. So it's not no simple thing, man. Like the prophets did before, they searched diligently unto salvation, man. How to get salvation, and it's the same in Acts 1:6. It says, oh wait, it says that the disciples asked for Yahawashi, when does this thing done? When is the kingdom coming? Why? Because they wanted the kingdom to come now. You know, they wasn't thinking about, okay, let me live first, and then, you know, while this thing is going on, while Yahawashi is here, okay, you know, I keep up with them a little bit, and that's enough. No, they were searching diligently, man. They want.
Like the disciples also asked Yahawashi, like, do you came to restore back the kingdom to Israel? You know, so the disciples wanted that kingdom to go down, man. You know, just like we want this kingdom to go down, man. You know,
they really wanted to bring the kingdom, man. That Yahawashi was gonna bring the kingdom that time, man. So give me 1 John 3:19. Also says fools love simplicity, man. Fools love simplicity. You know, you got guys that say, yeah, precepts. It's not, you know, the scripture that says line upon line, precept upon precept. That is not talking about, okay, you can grab a scripture there, you can grab a scripture there and explain it. He says that's not possible. You gotta read the whole thing to understand that it's not the same thing. Hey, then you are a simple-minded nigga, man. Then you are a simple-minded nigga if you can't see that scriptures add up with each other, man. Even Esau knows it, man. Even Esau knows it. If you buy a Bible, you have some Bibles. Our Bibles have it. You know, of course, it's made by Edomite. By Edomite company, but it's the King James, but still it's made by Edomite company, and some things are added, and the things that are added are precepts, man. You know, sometimes they go off, but still, even Esau knows, hey, this adds up with this, and this adds up with this, and he writes it after the verse. That's simple niggas, man.
So this is 1 John. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse start at 18. My little children, let us not love in word. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and truth. And hereby we know that we are in the truth. And hereby we know that we are of the truth, and shall assure our hearts before Him.
Gone. Read it again. What?
1 John chapter 3, verse 19. And hereby we know that we are of the truth, and shall assure our hearts before Him.
Gone. we shall assure our hearts before him. Let's look up that word assure, man. We have to assure our hearts before him. You know? Satan is working again. You know?
Phone is tripping.
Phone is tripping. Assure. Read it again.
So it said, and hereby we know that we are of the truth.
Hereby we know that we are of the truth. Why? Because we see these things, man. We understand the scriptures. We are not stumbling over simple things like the Sabbath. We are not stumbling over simple things like what?
Like circumcision.
Circumcision, Yahawashi.
Like Yahawashi.
Some people stumble over that, man.
The real name.
The real name of Yahawashi.
Hey man, but that's all thanks, man, to the elder apostles, man,
God,
that gave us this truth, man, you know. Hey, that's why double honors to them always, man, you know.
So yeah,
man.
Read on.
So he said, and hereby we know that we are of the truth, and shall assure our hearts before him. For if our heart condemn us, the Most High is greater than our heart, and knoweth all things.
God, so we have to assure our hearts before him. Now the word assure means to persuade, to make friends, to win one's favor. To win one's favor. Favor, whose favor, man? Whose favor we got to win? Of the Most High, man. Of Yahawah Yahawashi. To win one, strive to please one. Hey, we gotta please the Most High. How do we please the Most High? Study diligently, you know. Study to show thyself approved. That's what the scriptures say. If you don't do that, then you don't wanna strive to please the Most High, man. They're not striving to please the Most High. Hey, to live in this wicked society is hard, man. A lot of distractions. We got slavery, man. We gotta go to the plantation, you know. You gotta do some things, but hey, like we always say, man, it's the mind, soul, and then the body, man. So first you gotta go into these scriptures, then you gotta relax your soul, you know. Gotta make sure you calm down, because you stress the fuck out, and then if there is still time, then you go work on your body, man. Get some exercise, you know. So give me so yeah, the word assure means to strive to please one. Give me Jeremiah 29:11.
This is Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. It said, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, when ye shall search for me with all your heart.
Gone. So hey, that's beautiful, man. The Most High says that he will find us, and that he will help us, and he will make our end. He will
make it an expected end.
He will give us an expected end, because what is the end that we expect? To get salvation, man, to change our bodies, to get spiritual power, make it in the kingdom, come down from the heavens and inherit the kingdom, man. But he's not gonna give that away freely, man. He wants to give us an expected end. If what? When
ye shall search for me with all your heart.
When ye shall search for me with all your heart, man. With your mind, man. In these scriptures, how do you search for the Most High? His words are in the book that lies before you, man. That's searching for the Most High, man. Give me Sirach 18:14. I said Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 14, but it was Sirach. You know, search diligently, man.
So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 18, verse 14. He had mercy on them that receive discipline, and that diligently seek after his judgments.
Come on. He had mercy on them that receive discipline, man. You gotta have discipline in this thing, man. You know. Also with playing games, you know. Jake likes to play games, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, man. You know, when you come home from work, you want to relax your mind, but like we said, it's better to work on the mind and then the soul, man. To relax and lay down and you know, get your mind on other things, man. You know, go in the scriptures first, man. I said this thing to myself once, that if I don't finish a whole book of reading, I'm not gonna play any games, man. I need to read the whole book in the Bible, and then I can play a game. Next time I'm gonna play again, I need to read the whole book again. You know, that's good, because then you keep your mind focused that you gotta have discipline for the truth, man. To search for the judgments first, instead of doing your own thing, you know, wanted to have pleasure. You know?
So I read it again. He had mercy on them that receive discipline, and that diligently seek after his judgment.
Gone, because the judgment is what's coming on this earth, man. There's the judgment of the Most High. So probably if you don't search diligently for his judgment, the Most High is gonna put judgment upon you, man. He's gonna put judgment upon you because you wasn't searching for it, you know. You didn't know that they were planning to chop your head off, man. If you don't take the mark of the beast. So maybe the Most High is gonna put you in a position that they're gonna chop your head off, man. And then you're gonna shit in your pants because you didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
But
because you didn't read the scriptures.
Because you didn't read the scriptures. But if you know, hey, if they say, okay, we're gonna behead you, hey, I'm gonna say where you want me to put my neck, man. Where you want me to put my neck? Here, like this? It's good enough like this? You're gonna have my whole head now? Okay, good. Okay. Hey, make it happen, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't care to die in this truth, man. But that's when you understand the scriptures, man. And probably if you don't know that that's judgment of the Most High, and you're gonna think that the Most High departed from you, man. Or that the Most High isn't true. You're gonna curse the Most High out, man. But Job said, shall we not receive good and evil? You know? And when his wife said to him, curse the Most High and die, he said, he still didn't depart from the Most High. Hey, the Most High fucked him up, man. He gave Satan the authority to fuck him up, literally, man. He was bruised from head to toe, man. Broken bones, everything, man. He was laying in the ashes, full with mud. Fucked up, man. But he still didn't curse the Most High out. Why? Because he knew the judgment of the Most High. He knew how the Most High was working, man.
Yeah, man. And that's faith, man.
That's faith, man. Gone. Give me Job 8 and 8.
This is Job chapter 8 verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of thy fathers.
God. Inquire of the former age. You know, read it again.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
What's the search of their fathers? What's the search of our fathers? The search of our fathers are the prophets that were before us, man. You know, the prophecies that they made, because the scripture also says that the prophecies are not for their time but for our time. You know, I think it says that in 1 John. It's for our time. They prophesy the prophecies that they had were for us, not for them. You know, because when Yahawashi was prophesying in the streets, they was like, when is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen now? Wars and rumors of wars, you know, race wars and everything, man. Is this gonna happen now? No, it's for our time.
It's for this time.
You gotta search diligently, man, to the search of our fathers, because that's what's gonna give thee strength in the last times, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Give me 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 13 and read until 16. This is the last verse. And this is gonna hurt y'all, man. This is gonna hurt you worldly niggas, man, that claim to be the truth. If you're not of the elect, you were never in the truth, man. You were just following a trend or something. This is not a trend, man. This is not a thing that this is not a jacket that you put on and you put off whenever you like. This is a permanently tattoo on your belt, on your body, man. This is a permanently tattoo on your heart, man. On your mind. That's why the scriptures say meditate on the scriptures day and night, man.
Yeah. So this is 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy.
Gone. Neglect not the thing that was in thee, that's given to thee by prophecy, man. It's prophecy that we will fall asleep and that we will wake up, man, in the latter days. That we come into this truth through the elder apostles, man. That's prophecy, you know. And neglect not thy gift. This is a blessing. This is a gift that we are in this truth, man. Neglect not that thing, you know. Neglect not that thing, because if you feel like you can play baseball good and you think like, yeah, okay, I need to go training. Hey, fuck that baseball, man. Fuck that training, man. You know, fuck football. You gotta go to the camp on Saturdays, you know. Give up your worldly things, man, and search diligently for the judgements, man.
Yeah.
Read it again.
So neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery.
Yeah, presbytery. Read that again.
So neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of presbytery.
God, it's a hard word,
Yeah,
but
man.
that's why you gotta look up those words, man, because you know what that word means. It means elders, man. Which was given to thee by prosperity. Which was given to thee. This truth is given to us by who? By the elders, man.
The elder apostles.
So you got some fucking hypocrites out there that know this truth, but they don't give double honors to the elders, man. They say Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi. Okay, but the elders of GMS go off. Hey, how do you know that name Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, man?
Through the elders, man.
Through the elders, man.
Yeah.
How do you know you Hebrew Israelite, man? Through the elders.
How do you know all the breakdowns, man? Through the elder apostles, man. And you still want to go off? You still want to figure out your own shit, your own breakdowns and shit? Hey, man.
Come on, man. Read it again.
So neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of the hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all.
Come on.
So it said, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Continue in them, man. In the doctrine. Continue in the doctrine, man. Don't go off on doctrine, man. Like what happens now in GMS. You get all these teachings from GMS, from the elders all the time, and then all of a sudden you feel like going off. You feel like this cat from GMS Virginia. You know what the fuck he said? He said, yeah, the elders never teach something new. Hey, man, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about, man? this thing is a thing about repetition, man. So read that verse above again, because there it says,
meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them. For in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Hey, the elder Ayatan said, told us that in the beginning, Elder Tahar, Apostle Tahar said, break down Revelation chapter 10. And then the next week again, break down Revelation chapter 10. They would go in it again and again and again and again and again, because it was not going smoothly enough. And now, hey, they do it out the top of the dome, man. Break down the Revelation chapter 10. It's a thing of repetition. You gotta do it continually. It's not no simple thing, man. People really take this thing simple, man. So seeing the times that we are in, fuck all those worldly things, man. Keep your mind on the scriptures. Receive discipline, man. Work on your discipline. Fuck the women. Fuck the games. Fuck your worldly stuff. Fuck your life. Basically, hey, yeah, the scriptures say that, man. You should hate your life. If you hate your life, and I assume you love this truth, you should go into it, man. If you're not hating your life, you're busy with worldly things, man. So fuck all those things, man, and go into the scriptures. That's also for me, man. You know, everybody slacks one day, but it's impossible to lay your Bible down for one whole week, man. From Saturday to Saturday. That's impossible, man, to do. That's possible, but hey, you can't do that, man. So yeah, with that, all praise and glory to Yahawah, baha, sham, Yahawashi. You know, I hope you brothers are edified by this lesson and a little bit motivated to keep searching for this truth diligently, man. Like the apostles of GMS say, they learn every day. And they are in this for 25, 30 years, man. Apostle Tahar is coming towards 31 years. Apostle Gabar 26. And they still are learning. They still are figuring out, like, hey, this word means this, or that adds up with this scripture, and these are precepts. This is a whole breakdown. They still learn. So for you who are what, 2 to 7, 6 years in the truth, you can't say you've seen it all, man.
Nah, man, still a baby in this truth.
You're not even born, man. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
With that, shalom.
Shalom.